Hi Rani, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
One thing that everyone is saying on seeing you now is agabai. I mean, you've never looked hotter and sexier like this. Tell me, how did you get into the groove?
I think, getting into groove for every song has been quite a process and process of preparation. Especially belly dancing, since you spoke about agabai.
Yeah. You know, like in the movie, has your family ever said, "Chalo, abhi shaadi kar lo, let's see some guys"? Of course, for you, it'll be like there'll be a beeline of men for you.
No, like all families, I think parents always, ask their daughter. But in my case, I think they know that I've always taken my own decisions.
Yeah.
So they kind of tell me once and then they keep quiet because I tell them that, okay, not now. We'll discuss this topic later. But in my household, it's as normal as any other household. And in my household also, my parents keep telling me. I think it'll be a really happy moment in their life on the day I get married. Yeah.
So tell me, how close are you to the character? Are you like this dream girl? Do you live in your dream world too?
Yes, I dream a lot.
Yeah.
I think people should dream, because the dream space is something that you can actually be larger than life. You can be, you can do so many things that you actually can't achieve in your reality, and to just be in a fantasy world is so amazing. And I love that quality about Meenakshi, that she just escapes in a fantasy world and she's really happy there because she gets to do belly dancing, she gets to dance Lavani, she gets to like dance to southern music. So she's just having a rocking time.
She can become Sridevi.
Yeah, and she becomes Sridevi, and she becomes Juhi Chawla, and she becomes Madhuri Dixit, and she's having a ball.
Yeah. But tell me, in your younger days, is there anyone that you would fantasize about? Any actor? Every young girl does.
I think I used to not fantasize in that sense, because fantasize goes into another description of what all happens in the fantasy and in that fantasizing zone. But I used to have a crush on Amir when I saw his Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak.
He was cute.
And he was so adorable, and so was Juhima. She was just so cute.
How your parents react to this new avatar of yours?
I think my parents like it, like my fans, that I experiment with my roles. I do different kind of genres, I do different kind of roles. And my main intention behind doing different kind of cinema or different kind of roles is that I want to challenge myself as an actor. I want the audiences to be surprised each time I come out with a movie. Because it'll be very boring if I keep doing similar roles or similar storylines. It's not fun. And if it's not fun for me, who's doing the role, then it's very boring for the audience as well. So it's always nice to do something that excites them, shocks them in a good way, and really makes them feel that I'm working hard to come out with something different for them.
Yeah. But your songs are really bold. So did you have any reservations, or how did you push the envelope yourself?
I think doing 3 different dance forms in itself is pushing the envelope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because normally you don't get to do songs like these in one movie. Here I'm doing a Lavani, I'm doing a belly dance, and I'm doing a little South Indian tadka-ish, Bollywood-ish, Mollywood-ish, Tollywood-ish kind of dance form. For me, I think I see boldness in the character rather than these things, because dance forms are difficult to achieve, but they are achievable. But boldness is in the script, in the character, and boldness is of the mind.
Yeah, in the head.
So I think that is what is bold in Meenakshi. Meenakshi is a bold character. She's a brave character, and that's what I love about her.
Your co-star Prithvi. The girls are going yum 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 about him. Tell us about him.
Prithvi is actually yum. He's a Prithvi Raj Yum, because he's a fabulous co-star. He's a lovely person. Firstly, I think what is important is you have to be a lovely human being. And what I've observed of Prithvi is that he's absolutely he's hassle-free. He's absolutely has no fusses. He's done some 80-odd films down south. Wow. And he came with an attitude that he's doing his first Hindi film.
But did you intimidate him? Was he like in awe of you?
No, now I'm getting to know from all the interviews he's doing with me that he's been a huge fan of mine.
Now you came to know.
Yes. But no, I don't think so. If you interview him, you should ask him this question. I don't think I did, but I don't know what his point of view is.
We also heard somewhere that you were kind of recommending Prithvi for other movies, considering he's fairly new to our industry.
So you know what, I always say this, that when you enjoy working with an actor, like today I'm sitting here and I'm praising him. And if you have a good experience with somebody, you always pass the thing on. But that necessarily in our industry does not work because you praise a lot of people, but a person gets to get a chance or a job or a role with his own talent.
Did he teach you some South masala moves? Did he make you watch the southern mixes in the night?
No. Actually, the kind of films that Prithvi apparently does down south does not let him do these kind of song and dances. For him, Dreamam Wake Upam is the first that he's done in that sense. But those dance moves were completely Vaibhavi.
Yeah.
Because she's completely Vakra in that sense.
Yeah. We heard somewhere that you were inspired by Sridevi kind of cinema.
Absolutely. Because Sriji actually inspired in the 80s, you know, she came up with this Himmat Wala look. Which was this Amrapali and those headgears and that stuff. And before her, it was, you know, Rekha ji, who used to get this complete South Indian, that Khajuraho feel, you know, which even Rekha ji did in Utsav. And I think those were all the inspirations behind the styling of Dreamam Wake Upam. And if you see Zinat Aman's costumes in Satyam Shivam Sundaram, I think the costumes are inspired with that as well. So it's that quintessential Indian beauty from Ajanta Ellora, that kind of a look. So yes, so the songs and the costumes are inspired by them, and Neeta Lulla has done an outstanding job.
Rani, you've been a Yash Chopra heroine, and you know, he recently announced that it's his last film. You know, how do you feel about that? He's retiring. That's been a shock to people who've grown up on his kind of cinema.
Absolutely. I think it's a matter of great misfortune from the side of we audiences and the actors who still want to work with him, who've never had a chance of working with him. It's my good fortune that I got an opportunity to work with him, and I'm really lucky at that. But yes, of course, I'm sad that this is his last film. But yeah, I think he's left a legacy of some great films for us to watch and for us to love him forever. And I think Yash Uncle, more than just being a great filmmaker, I think he's one of the greatest and sweetest human beings. He's just like a Rasgulla. So he's really sweet.
Yeah, recently you also said marriage or no marriage. In the next 5 years, you're having 2 kids. How did that come? I remember in Zoom you said that the only production house I'll have is when I produce children.
Yeah. I think I wanted to have kids right from the age of 3, I guess. I think we women are born with a motherly instinct, you know, and that is what is important for every, you know, woman to have that complete life. And I do believe that when I do have children, it's going to complete my life circle of who I am as a, like I'm born in this birth as a woman, and that would be a complete circle for me. So yes, I would like to repeat it that yes, I would like to have kids, and many of them, if I can physically.
We'll have a team out there. You know, on one hand, you have a vibrant film like Ayya, and then we have Talash, where apparently you haven't really smiled at all through the film. And you're working with Amir, of course. For me as an actor, I love the idea of being, you know, versatile. And being versatile is one quality that I think we all actors want to achieve. And today when people will get to see me in an Avatar in Ayya and in Talash, they'll probably see my range of, you know, performance in both the films, like back to back. So it's a great time for me as an actor. No, you're one of the most talented actors we have. So I have to ask you this question about the new generation. Like, you know, Salman says, the 2 people who can take over the industry are Ranbir and Imran. You know, have you seen their work, and do you like? I mean, you were in Ranbir's first film.
I think every generation comes with their set of actors. Every generation comes to love their actors who are on the screen at that point of time. And I think, like, you know, with experience, with time, I think everybody kind of hones their skills. And today, when we are coming from a nation where we cannot think beyond the Khans,
yeah, I know.
yes, of course, there will be a change someday. But I'm lucky that I got an opportunity to be at a time when I got to romance the Khans.
Absolutely, so, all of them, one after the other. Yeah, talking about smell, this movie, you know, know, how good is your sense of smell?
Smell is one factor which is very, very important in my life. And today I'm doing a film which talks about that, and there's a love story which has been weaved around a thread, which is a girl falls in love with a man because of a scent. Yes, and I absolutely adore men who smell good. It kind of attracts me to them.
After so many movies, do you still get Friday jitters, Rani? No.
I think every actor gets the jitters because you never know how the audience is going to react to your film, and the film that you set out to make, whether what are they getting out of that movie, because every person goes and sees a film and has his point of view towards the film. So yes, it is very important for me to understand that have the people got the kind of film that we set out to make, and have they got to see the layers that are there in the film, which might be in a very subtle form, but have they got it?
Yeah.
Like in this case, there is a cliche that is broken, the stereotype, where today women can go out there and, you know, chase a man if she wants to, and it doesn't have to be the other way around.
But you're okay with pursuing a man? You're okay with wooing the man?
In my case, in my reality, no, I would like to be wooed by the man. But I love Meenakshi for that, and through my characters, I get to play people who I'm not. And Meenakshi is one such girl who's very brave in that sense, and she follows her heart, and I love that about her.
Tell us one dialogue in Marathi, something in Marathi.
Tu kiti god dikhte.
Tu kiti god dikhte. Absolutely. Are you comfortable with Marathi food? Do you like the cuisine?
I love Marathi
Kanda
food.
pohe?
Yeah, I love kanda pohe. More than that, I love, you know, varan bhat.
Wow.
Because I've always said that I love eating comfort food, and dal and chawal is the best comfort food that we all have in different castes. And when I tasted varan bhat, I think what is great about it that it has a little sweet flavor, which we Bengalis actually dig.
Yeah, bongs and the sweet tooth.
And varan bhat is with, you know, having ghee bhat with dal, and it's yum.
Yeah.
And the simplicity of Marathi cuisine is what makes it so special.
Thanks so much, Rani. It was a pleasure talking to you. I really hope this works for you.
Thank you, Madhurita.